Hello. I want to wish all my friends and family a happy new year, and I hope your Christmas was wonderful. And I just wanted to take a minute, and I'd like to share a story that I was in when I was in high school. And but before I get to that, I want to just tell you that I have a website. It's called Flea Market Pro, and I'm going to be telling a series of stories over the course of this coming year. But I wanted to get this story out first, bringing in the new year. And I hope that you will subscribe and tell some people about flea marketing. If you know someone that's a vendor, Flea Market Pro is an excellent way to promote their products and services. But I'll go ahead and I'll just get to the story because I hope you enjoy this. It's a touching story for me. My senior year, I was in the Middleton High School Singers, and Paige Kelly was the director, and there was about 50 of us in the choir group. Well, around Christmas time, right, Christmas break, Becky Shermer asked a few of us if we wanted to go caroling down by the Battery. And I said, yeah, I'd show up, and we made a plan to show. And so it was in the evening, of course it was already dark, and we showed up there, and we all parked right there on the low side of the Battery is how I would describe it. And it was myself, Becky Shermer, Tanya Britt, Bobby Cole, and Lee Green. Only 5 of us showed up. But our voices really carried really well because as we were singing, people were coming out on the porch and looking out the windows and stuff like that. And I'm going to get my cat here. And I'll let her stay. She's a good cat. Yes. So as we were singing, there was a door opened in Charleston. There's a sidewalk, and then you go up like 3 steps, and there's a door that it can be locked, and it goes to the porch. Well, the door opened, and an older woman was standing there with her caretaker, and she was holding her up, and I'm sure this lady was well into her 80s, and she asked us if we would sing Silent Night. And we said we would, and we started singing Silent Night, and it got through about halfway through the song, and Becky and Bobby walked forward and stood to the left or right of the lady and held her hand. And it was a really touching moment because I looked around, and there was we all had tears coming down from our eyes, and I remember it so well. And I know it felt good to her, and it felt good to us. And after we finished, we thanked her, and then we went on our way singing some more songs. And we were headed at this time down to the high side, the high wall of the Battery, and then when you made a left, it would take you right past the big mansions on the Battery, and you see pictures of this and paintings and in magazines. It's just like 4 or 5 of the huge homes there to your left as you're walking down towards downtown. And we're singing, and we hear this gate swing open, and this man comes out and he says, "Hey, we heard y'all singing. Would y'all come in and sing us some songs?" Now I can't remember which house it was, if it was the Rutledge home or another one, but it seemed like it was maybe the second one as you're heading towards downtown on the high side of the Battery wall. So we went in, and they were having a Christmas party, and the room was huge, but it was the lower room of this home. So we sang maybe 2 or 3 songs, and then they asked if we would want some refreshments, some cake and cookie and punch, and of course, yeah, being teenagers, we were all for that. And as I'm eating cake, I look around, and these people are pulling out their checkbooks and writing checks to Becky and Bobby and Lee and Tanya. And I got a mouthful of cake, and this guy comes up to me and says, who do I make the check out to? Well, it was a good thing I had a mouthful of cake, because I would immediately just blurt it out and said Lewis Johnson. But before I could swallow the cake, Tanya Britt just kind of like leans into it and goes, Middleton High School singers. And I'm going like, wow, man, we're making some money for our school. But I just wanted to share that, and I hope y'all have a happy new year. And this is how I'm starting out my series of stories. Some are going to be like, you're not going to believe them when I tell them to you, but they're all going to be true. I've witnessed most of what I'm going to tell you, or it's happened to me. So anyway, share the experience of flea marketing. You may find some big deals there. I know a guy that found a pair of tennis shoes for $2, and they were Jordans, and they were worth $275. So anyway, Happy New Year to you, and subscribe and get notifications about my stories. Thank you.